Today's speaker is Jordyn Hickey. Jordyn is from West Babylon, New York, and is graduating with a Master of Business Administration degree. Please welcome Jordyn.
Good evening, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the University of Rhode Island College of Business Class of 2026. My name is Jordyn Hickey, and standing here today is a full circle moment for me. Because just 1 year ago, I was sitting where you are, convinced I was ready for whatever came next. I had earned my bachelor's degree, I had a plan, and I thought that my time at the College of Business was complete. I was wrong, but in the best way. I wasn't done here just yet. So I came back for my MBA, and in the process, became the very first person in my family to do so. That is only possible because of the parents who raised me to believe that education opens doors, and that quitting is never the answer. Being a first-generation college student is not the headline of my story. It is the foundation of it. It has shaped the way I've approached every opportunity, with gratitude, urgency, and understanding that being in these rooms is something that I will never take for granted. And that perspective is what makes me want to talk about perseverance. Because if there's one thing this past year, and really our entire time in the College of Business has shown us, it's that success is almost never a straight line. We are very good at celebrating the outcomes, the job offers, the promotions, the degrees, the moments that look perfect in photos or on paper. But what we don't always talk about are the parts in between. The internship that never called back, the group project that tested not just our strategy, but our patience, the semester when everything felt due at once, the moments when we weren't sure we could handle one more deadline, the times we had to start over, the plans that didn't work out, the opportunities we didn't get. Last year, I sat in this audience and listened to someone else give this speech. And I'd be lying if I said I hadn't imagined what it would feel like to be the one standing here. When I wasn't selected, I had to face something uncomfortable. Sometimes you could do your very best and still hear the word no. But that no didn't close the door. It clarified how much I wanted to keep walking through it. Not getting that opportunity didn't take anything away from my journey, but it became a part of it. It was one of those moments that remind you that at any point in your life, the world will meet you with two hands. In one hand, it holds a flower, the celebration, the recognition, the moment where everything feels like it's falling into place. And in the other, it holds a stone, the rejection, the closed door, the time you weren't chosen. And most of the time, those two things arrive together. You could be proud of how far you've come and still be facing doubt. You could be moving forward and still hear the word no. But what this community has taught me, and what this class represents, is that our success was never defined by how many flowers we received. It's defined by what we did with the stones. Every challenge became a lesson. Every setback became a redirection. Every not yet became a source of motivation. That is the real education we received here. Yes, we learned how to analyze data, build strategies, lead teams, present ideas. But more importantly, we learned how to adapt, how to speak up when we weren't completely confident, how to lead when we didn't have all the answers, how to keep going when it would have been easier to stop. And that's what makes this moment so meaningful. Because as we walk across this stage, whether this is your first degree from the College of Business, or like me, your second, we're leading with proof. Proof that we can handle pressure. Proof that we can grow through uncertainty. Proof that we belong in every room we're about to walk into. So as we move into this next chapter, into new careers, new cities, new challenges, and opportunities we can't even see yet, I hope we remember this. There will always be people ready to hand you a flower, and there will always be something that feels like a stone. Take both and build something extraordinary anyways. Take the recognition with humility, take the setbacks with determination, and keep moving forward. Because the measure of what we've accomplished is not in the titles we hold, it's in the resilience that we built on the way to earning them. A year ago, I was sitting in those seats learning in real time that the path doesn't always look the way you'd expect it. Today, I stand here grateful that it didn't. If this year has taught us anything, it's this. You don't wait to be chosen to move forward. You keep walking, and eventually you arrive. Congratulations to the graduates of the University of Rhode Island College of Business Class of 2026. We did it, not because the path was easy, but because we refused to stop walking. Flowers, stones, and all. Thank you.